Now, before I say anything, you might have a question for me. Hell, I had this question for myself. Frogsplat, why are you making a video about a game from 5 years ago, much less one that's been talked about to death? Well, because this game didn't come out 5 years ago. As far as I'm concerned, it came out yesterday. Despite all the progress we've made on graphics, design, file compression, and horse cock physics, this game is still a ground-shaking masterpiece by modern standards. Even today, I play this and I'm like, wow, what are they gonna come up with next? I'm just blown away that I can hold this tiny little screen in my hands and disappear from planet Earth. The world of Breath of the Wild is so expansive and detailed and utterly complete that no matter how much I experience, I'm never even going to be close to seeing everything this game has to offer. Actually, let me dial it back a bit. I remember the first time I played this game just starting out and messing around. In my first 20 minutes, I stun-locked a goblin with a leaf, used a beehive to take out a group of enemies, and beat a high-level encounter because I threw my club, missed, it got set on fire midair by the other guy's club, then he stepped in my flaming club and burned to death. I remember spending hours just screwing around in the starting area, wondering how the game was ever going to top the fun I was having. That starting area is this spot on the map. You know, in case you needed a sense of scale. And that's the key word here, scale. No matter what you're doing in this game, your imagination's always being prodded with the idea of the next big thing. There's this giant bird monster constantly flying around in the background, and you can always see the volcano in the distance. People are telling you stories of rare monsters and great treasures and leaving you to find out for yourself if they're real or not. And then you're just minding your own business, and holy God in heaven! Hey, did I mention that this game is rated E10 for intense burning sex appeal? Look at... look at Link. Okay, now look at this, look. What the hell, Nintendo? I was not bi before I played this game. Look at Cass. Oh, what are you, some kind of furry? My guy is a beefcake. I don't know how they got away with this, but I'm glad they did. I mean, they went so hard on everything. This is like if all of humanity came together to make the ultimate video game. And even in some of my favorite games, there are little design oversights that kind of make you question what the developers were doing. This cutscene in Inscription takes like 30 seconds to play out. The Mauser in BF1 has a glitch where it reloads 3 times. Even in a game as flawless as Hollow Knight, that rancid egg mechanic kinda sucks butt. I can't imagine a situation where it's not just easier to go back to where you died. It's such an experience to play a game that feels like it's been so meticulously playtested as to cut every ounce of excess from the final product. And you can tell they really busted their asses to bring this world to life. Just in terms of enemies, you could fill a book with each individual monster's little quirks and weaknesses. The Heidi balloon things come out in the rain, bokoblins deliberately light their own weapons on fire, moblins will throw bokoblins at you, these skeleton giants throw their own ribs at you. Bats will group up and charge you in massive swarms, you can one-shot these wizard dudes if you use their opposite element. You can crawl all over these rock monsters and somehow it's not the jankiest thing in the world. If you sneak up on a guardian, you can use it as a machine gun. I mean, I can keep going. It's this comprehensively realized world that drives you to keep playing, and the best part is that it's up to you how you experience it. Once you're off the plateau, you can kinda go anywhere you want, and wherever that ends up being, you can be darn well assured that there's gonna be some cool stuff there. Breath of the Wild is the way that you experience it, and it's accessible enough for even a 10-year-old while simultaneously presenting enough depth and challenge that anyone can pick it up and have a good time. No matter who you are or how you like to play games, Breath of the Wild meets you on your level and gives you a handmade experience with a piece of hypoallergenic candy on top. It's such a perfect game that no matter when you get around to it, this is going to be a top-of-the-line experience, standing atop the list of AAA releases as an unbeatable, uncontested classic. Oh yeah, and I think they're making a sequel or something like